I'm from Pop Spectrum. I'm here with Kyle Hebert.
What's up, yo?
Alright, so my first question, how did you get into voice acting?
Got into this from radio, because I wanted to be a DJ when I was a kid, and I wanted to do cartoon voices, and believe it or not, one career led into the other. It was so awesome. I was working for Radio Disney in the 90s, and we were doing creative stuff like radio dramas. I was doing character voice and being on the air. And kids radio was just like this new thing, and then like, what's the hottest stuff that's that kids are gravitating towards? Oh, Cartoon Network. What's number one on Cartoon Network? Dragonball Z. Oh, hey, guess what's in town? Dragonball Z. So I heard about auditions back in August of 2000. Tried out for Teen Gohan. Ended up booking some bit parts on the Bardock special and the End of the Cell saga, and then eventually landed the role of Teen Gohan. And then I took over the narrator role. Next time on Dragonball Z. And everything from Z since then. Here we are, 14, 15 years later. Yeah, it's crazy.
Sounds crazy.
It's crazy, but in the best way possible, because it's literally a childhood achievement unlocked. You know, getting to voice characters for animation and then now video games too. It's fantastic. I love it.
All right. Now, I first asked this question to John Swayze. With all the media that's out there, ranging from like kids shows to adult content, do you have standards?
Well, I have no standards at all. I have no shame. No, I mean, I don't really. I'm not gonna like jump at hentai or something like that. I mean, but I think it's important to not censor either. I think all content should be available and all that. And parents, do your job. But yeah, I'm big advocate for you know, freedom of expression and content out there. So that's great. But I haven't really had any issues where it's like, hey, Kyle, we want you on this project. I'm like, yeah, no, not really that. It's just all the planets do need to align just right, though. You know, because we're trying to get it all worked out. But yeah, no, I think it's. I treasure any opportunity to get to do that and inhabit the skin of other characters, you know.
You've done voice acting for anime and video games and any kind of platform. What do you think has to be the hardest platform to voice act in?
I would say technically anime is probably the hardest, because you have to act and do a character voice and do lip sync. Everything has to match the picture. You can't adjust the picture to the performance. The performance has to be relegated within those certain parameters. And you know, it is a very difficult technical skill that not every actor, no matter how seasoned they are, no matter how many Shakespeare plays they've done, could come in and do this, because timing is such an important issue with that. So a lot of voice actors have some more of a musical background. I'm a drummer, so if you have that sense of timing and rhythm and all that, or a singer. That does come in handy, actually, because when you're doing anime dubs, you hear a beep, beep, beep. On the fourth imaginary beat, that's where you start doing the line. And it's kind of like an assembly line. We're doing it just, you know, in order, numerically, and we preview each line in Japanese, and we go for it. And then with video games, since the animation's not done yet, we have to listen to the Japanese audio and then match the timing of that. So the timing has to match out exactly, because it's being animated to the Japanese audio.
Now, you voiced Ryu from Street Fighter.
Yes.
Did you imagine in your wildest dreams that Ryu from Street Fighter would be in a Disney movie?
No, that's the coolest thing ever. I mean, the coolest thing to get another iconic character. I mean, I was lucky enough to be in Dragon Ball Z and Naruto and Bleach and all that, and then along comes Street Fighter 4, which Capcom said, you know, we want to have a dedicated English cast from now on. It's like, oh, job security, I like this. So landing an iconic character, an iconic franchise, and then Disney, you know, normally the bit parts and the cameos, even that tends to go to celebs and all that stuff, and they're like, oh, this is the coolest loophole ever. They're going to do a movie about video games, and they actually want to give the cameos to the original voice talent. And it's like, oh my god, it was amazing. And I live 5 minutes away from the Disney studio in Burbank. So I recorded, the director freaked out. He's like, oh my god, the voice of Ryu's here. Like, wait, that's my job. I have to freak out because I'm in a Disney movie. And yeah, it's you know, it's only 2 lines, but I mean, it's the 10 most important seconds of my career that I feel personally a connection to. Just getting to, oh man, I got to be in a Disney movie. And a really good one too.
Really good one.
Forget Frozen, come on. Wreck-It Ralph.
Let it go, Frozen, let it go.
Let it go. See what you
Now, when you being a part of the Dragon Ball Z, just being a part of the Dragon Ball Z world, you see a lot of fandom out there. You know, a lot of fan art, a lot of fan videos, a certain abridged series. How do you feel about the whole fandom of Dragon Ball Z?
It's amazing, so passionate, and I gotta say, I'm really blown away by the huge female following. For a show that I thought was just like Sausage Fest City, you know, it's all about the dudes and testosterone. It's like there's a lot of girls, a lot of ladies love the Dragon Ball Z, and that's wonderful. That the story and the scope and the characters reach all genders, all ages, and I'm seeing the impact even today. I have so many people I've lost count going, like, you were part of my childhood. It's like, I never imagined that someone would come up to me saying that I was part of anyone's childhood other than me as a parent, my own child. But that's wild, because it means so much to me to make some sort of an impact, you know, as an actor, and I just want to entertain and do something that I love for a living, and I'm able to do that now thanks to the opportunities from Funimation and Dragon Ball Z. It's all started from there, and now, you know, the payback is tenfold. I get to travel the world, meet the fans face to face, and continue to see the inspiration. And now these, you know, even now their children are now watching things and getting exposed to the thing. And the abridged series, of course, is also introducing a new generation to the show as well. It's fantastic. I love the fans. We wouldn't be here without you guys.
I will say, I think I got into watching Dragon Ball Z during the Frieza saga when I think I want to say middle school or high school. I can't remember. I was like flipping through the channel. I was like, what's this? Alright, I'll watch it. It's actually good. I like this. More Dragon Ball. I was in Sailor Moon first, but then I was like, oh, what's this Dragon Ball Z thing? Alright, I'll watch it too.
Now, I was an adult when I first saw Dragon Ball Z in the mid-90s, before Cartoon Network. It would air once a week on like Saturday mornings, and it actually was the show that made me learn how to program a VCR. Instead of it flashing 12, it's like, come on, program the VCR. So it's like, wow, this show is so cool. It's like, oh, the fights go on for a really long time, but I can see it hooks you, it just gets in there.
This planet will blow in 5 minutes, 12 episodes later.
And I used to imitate the narrator, and who knew, one day I'd be that guy next time on Dragon Ball Z.
That guy. Now, out of all the characters you voice, who do you think you want to spend the whole day with?
Oh man. I love Ox King. Honestly, Ox King is the most fun character, I think, because he's so derpy. He sounds like Macho Man Randy Savage. He's like, oh boy, step into a Slim Jim. I could just talk like that character all day. And I think I'd love to spend time with him, because I think we get along great. I mean, I relate to the dorky side of Gohan, like the Great Saiyaman and all that. I love all that. That's the Great Saiyaman, guardian of the city. And my favorite line from Saiyaman is actually from the third Budokai game, when he goes, I'm going to beat some fashion sense into you. I wish that were in the show, but, you know, getting to reconnect and revisit these characters in the video game realm at least once a year. There's always a new game in development.
Always a new game, yeah.
Always the new game. And so hopefully, you know, now Toonami just announced Kai will be on. So we'll get to do the Boo Saga, and we're pretty stoked about that. And then, of course, more games.
More games.
Let's do more games, and video game developers making these games, let's have new characters or new storylines. Let's don't just retread the old ones. We've seen it. Been there, done that, bought the shirt. Yeah.
Now, final question. I've asked this to a lot of voice actors. It's the hardest question I've ever come across.
Ooh, a challenge.
If you were a dinosaur, which one would you be?
Wow. Probably a pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl? And that's why. Stop around going.
Flap your wings, flap your wings. I don't want to be T-Rex. Poor guys, like they're big head and little tiny arms.
If you're happy and you know it, clap.
Aww. Yeah. And the Velociraptor just scares everybody.
And for some reason he's popular.
He's totes popular.
We have raptors in the background.
Ooh, neat. Oh yeah, raptors are here.
It's the raptor attacks car.
Oh no.
Raptors, monkey is what we're gonna do. We're gonna show up on camera and
and stuff.
Photobomb this interview.
Oh wow, that rhymes too.
Awesome. It feels like we're doing like journalism on the street. It's like, for CNN, this is get out of my shot, please. Do you mind?
This is Kyle Hebert from Pop Spectrum. Thanks for watching. Pterodactyl.
Be sure to like, favorite, and comment on this video, as well as subscribe to Pop Spectrum. Thank you for watching!